Hello team, it's Shawna L. Francis. It is October 18th, 2020. Thanks so much for being here. I channel the Galactic Federation of Light if you're new to this channel. And we've been doing this daily at their request. We're talking about the ascension. We're talking about our personal awakening journeys. There's a lot going on here on Earth right now, a massive transition. And if you are drawn to these messages and drawn to these frequencies, most likely you are here as a light worker with a mission of anchoring the light here on Earth right now. So the Federation is really all about us clearing out the cobwebs and the debris so that we may shine our light brightly, clearly, steadfast in our missions. This is not always easy to do. I'm having a hell of a day. I'm pulling in all my tools and help from my guides, praying for help to get through this day. It's been rough, divorce stuff. So you're gonna have highs and lows. I certainly do. But more than anything, I do have trust and faith. So I do think it's important to feel into your emotions deeply, not shove them away. Bring this stuff into the light. Really understand what has you upset. And I know we talked a lot about shame and regret yesterday, and the Federation talked about worry. So believe me, I'm replaying all that stuff in my mind today. All right, so with that, I'll go ahead and get quiet, and we'll see what the Galactic Federation of Light wants to talk about today. Infinite beings of love and light, this is the Galactic Federation of Light, your humble servants in this time of need, during this great transition, the great awakening, a transition into the fifth dimensional existence. This is the ascension. You are ready for ascension. We thank you so much for really showing up for this work. You are called a light worker for a reason. There is work to be done here. There is consciousness, there is intention, there is visualization, there is getting quiet through meditation and other means. There is a focus here, an active focus on bringing the light. This is not going to happen by accident. It's not going to happen to you. It's going to happen because of you, your choices, through your free will. You are the ones bringing the light through choice, through sovereignty, through creative power, through willpower. And as Shawna mentioned, it is very important that you honor your emotions throughout this process. Everything is a cycle. There are going to be times where you are feeling absolutely effervescent, walking on clouds, floating above the fray, completely detached from the chaos in your personal worlds, in the world around you. And these moments are going to be absolute bliss and joy, peace, your knowing. So when you're in that space, be sure to really feel into it. Really be conscious of what that feels like, what your energy vibration feels like in those moments. So then when you come back down to earth, you have lower vibrational feelings coming up. Excuse me. Lower vibrational feelings coming up. It is important that you honor those feelings. Shoving them away for another day doesn't always work. There are many ways that you can dissolve negative emotions or emotions that are dampening your light, emotions that are holding you in fear and worry, pain and strife, shame and guilt, anxiety, How do you transcend this? What do you do? How do you actively work with these emotions and get back to floating on clouds? How do you do this? Remember that you are not your thoughts. You are not your ego. These are the source, most likely, for these emotions that you're feeling that are holding you back. And again, these are very important parts of you. Very important parts. We do not want you to dismiss or discount the importance of your thoughts or your ego. They are a part of you. They are important to your growth and your evolution. But how do you know when you are just hitting the play button on an outdated reel, repeating the same things over and over and over again that you've told yourself before that you are no longer in alignment with? Are you just hitting the play button without being conscious of what you're doing? Are you reading from an outdated script over and over and over again? Have these scripts, has this talk track worn out its welcome? Do these things continue to serve your highest good, or do they keep you locked in the lower chakras and lower vibrational frequencies and really stop you from ascending, from reaching higher states of consciousness, higher vibrational rates? Your natural state is bliss. Your natural state is peace. When you're truly living in the moment, from your heart space, aligned with your truth, seeing things from a much broader perspective. This is who you are. And when you are not that, we ask that you take time to focus on these things, bring these into the light, feel these emotions deeply. It's a time to integrate and transmute all frequencies related to fear. There is love and there is fear. All your emotions stem from these two polarities. So as you're feeling that confusion or that anxiety or feeling like a victim, locate the fear that's lurking beyond that emotion, beyond your thoughts. What's the true fear here? You must work sometimes to get to the heart of what that is. Feel into the heart here. Feel into your emotions. Give your mind and your thoughts a break. Don't label these things. Don't overanalyze them. Don't think them away. Sink within. Take those deep breaths of life. Energize your cells with oxygen. Connect with that part of you that is eternally blissful and at peace and already whole, no matter what's going on. Excuse me. Tap into the part of you that is connected to love, universal love, the love of your higher self, the love of your guides, the love of love. Picture that clearly, see it clearly in your mind's eye. And if you're still unable to do that, ask for help. With your free will, ask for help. Sink into the knowingness that you are fully loved, unconditionally, forever and always, in all ways. You are never alone on this path. You are never alone. You are worthy of this path. You have chosen this path. And everything in your world is happening for a reason. There are no victims. There are no mistakes. There's just karma, lessons to be learned, evolution, and experience. Give yourself over to this knowing. Resistance only digs you further into that hole. Do not resist your emotions. Do not shove them under the rug. Do not put them aside for another day. You are ready to bring these things out into the light, to face your darkest fears. And as you do this, these cycles of build-up and release get shorter and shorter, and you're able to be in the light more often for longer periods of time until eventually you are fully embodied in that always and all moments. Complete transcendence of your ego, of your mind, of your thoughts, of your worries, of your projections, of your anger, your guilt, your pain, your sorrow, your judgments. This is such a beautiful place to go. It's worth the effort, my friends. And we will let you in on a secret. You don't even have to psychoanalyze the tears that may come up. If you're ready for releasing it, allow those tears to flow. This is beautiful. As those tears, as they flow, you make room for newer, high-dimensional frequencies to come in and take their place. You're making room for love. You don't have to understand where the sadness is coming from or where the tears are coming from to be able to transmute, integrate, and move on with higher frequencies of light. Just let those emotions happen, feel into them deeply, take a few deep breaths, and set the intention to replace those energies with light, with unconditional love for you. These things work as simple as they seem. Truly, this works. We've seen it. We know it. We've been there ourselves. Truly, at the end of the day, the idea here is that you are in choice and that you are not a victim. And you are fully supported by your soul. We want you to allow your innate gifts, your missions as light workers, you as way showers and as beacons, to embrace this, to step fully into these roles. This may not always be easy, but things will get easier as you go. And as you align to these higher dimensional frequencies, we promise you things will get easier. Please have faith, trust in this, surrender to this. We could not love you any more than we do. We love you so much. Now is your time to shine. This is why you've come. With infinite blessings of love and light, we leave you today with these messages. All right. Thank you so much, Galactic Federation of Light. Beautiful. Thank you for the love, for all your support, for everything you're doing for us. All right, my team, I felt that very strongly. I hope you did too. Keep shining the light. I'm doing the same. Much love. Mwah.